By the end of this video, you will have a proven step-by-step process to make so much money in 2025. People will ask you if what you're doing is even legal. Now, since it's probably the first time you and I meet, why should you listen to me? My name is Fred, and I went from struggling financially over 5 years ago to building a profitable consulting business that allows me to make upwards of $1,000 per day in my early 20s. And so far, it's allowed me to live the sort of life I had always dreamed of as a teen. So if you watch this video until the end and you share it with a friend to thank you, when we get to 100,000 subs, I will be giving away $10,000. The first thing you need to understand, if you want to make so much money in 2025, it feels illegal, is why people buy. Because sales are the heart of a business. You could have the best product in the world, but if you don't know how to market it, you won't make any money. So marketing is extremely important too. But regardless of the quality of your product, if you don't know how to sell it or you're not selling it to the right people, you will not make a single cent, which is why understanding why people buy in general is extremely important. And so you have to understand that people buy solutions to their painful problems, and money is simply a tool we use collectively to exchange value. And so the higher the price tag of something, then the higher the perceived value in the eyes of the consumers. The reason why some people spend $300,000 on a car, it's because in the eyes of the customer, it's worth that money. So there's no law in the universe that determines the price of things, the value of things. It's us human beings that collectively decide what has value and what doesn't. So if your goal is to make $10,000 per month or to become the first millionaire in your family, which is the goal I set for myself, you need to give others exactly what they want. Zig Ziglar said, the key to getting anything you want in life is to help other people to get what they want. If you can do that successfully, you will never worry about the price of anything ever again. Because people are not gonna pay you just because you want to make money. Remember, money is a tool we use to exchange value. So for somebody to give you the money they've worked so hard to earn, you need to provide something in exchange that they deem valuable enough to pay for it. And if the customer thinks that your product or service is not valuable enough for the amount of money that you're charging, then the transaction will never take place. You have to understand that the entire economy in the world is just based around people purchasing solutions to their problems. To give you a couple examples, you get a gym membership because you have a painful problem. Maybe you're out of shape, maybe you don't like the way that you look, you're easily out of breath, you can't even play with your kids or walk the dog. So those are pretty painful problems. Maybe you suffer from low self-esteem too because of the way that you look. So you won't regain your confidence, feel good in your skin, live longer, be healthier. Maybe you want people to think you're attractive and go up in the social hierarchy. Why do you buy a perfume? You buy a perfume not just to smell good, but also to be perceived as attractive, to be desired. And that's exactly how brands like Chanel or Dior manage to sell you bottles of perfume for $200, because they're never selling you the raw ingredients, the raw materials. Instead, they sell you an outcome, an emotion, a dream, which is exactly what all great salespeople have in common. They sell dreams, outcomes, and futures, because most of the time, you never buy the thing just to get the thing itself. You buy the thing for what's behind it, for how it makes you feel. And that's exactly why some people spend $500,000 on a brand new Rolls Royce, because technically speaking, if they really just wanted to go from point A to point B, they could get a Honda Civic, or they could even take the bus. But the reason why they buy a $500,000 car instead is because of everything that's around it, the feeling of uniqueness, of being different, of standing out from the crowd, belonging to a very exclusive community, and also a passion for art. So you're never just buying the thing itself. And that's why when people sell you ebooks or thumbnails, or they try to sell you, like, let's say, school communities, because they're selling you the thing, they can't charge high ticket prices because it becomes a commodity in the eyes of the consumers. Which is why, if you truly want to make 2025 the best year you've ever had when it comes to making money, you need to learn high income skills. And the most important skill you need to learn is sales. Now, to help you, I've recorded a free video in which I'm going to share with you everything I did step by step to make upwards of $1,000 per day with my own consulting business. And most of that is profit, by the way. And I'm also going to reveal the only 3 things you need to focus on doing if you're serious about making money. I will leave the link in the description below, or you can also directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you. But be careful, because spots fill up pretty quickly. Now, you could be the best salesperson in the world, but you need something to sell. Otherwise, you're simply not gonna make any money. So there's typically 2 different types of products that you can sell. You can actually sell physical products or services or coaching offers. One is tangible and comes with a physical element. Like if you were to buy a physical product, you get, for example, a desk. It's physical, it's material. But then on the opposite side, you've got intangible goods, and that's typically services and coaching offers. So which one should you pick? Which one should you sell? Which one is the most profitable and the easiest to sell? Physical products come with many cons. E-commerce is an incredible industry, and it's a booming industry. It's worth billions and billions and billions of dollars, but at the same time, it is not suited for beginner entrepreneurs. So unless you're a veteran entrepreneur, and by veteran, I mean you've at least made $1 million in your career, do not start a product-based business, because if you do, you will become a part of the 99% of people that fail endlessly for years. So you will only waste hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars with nothing to show for by the end of the here. Because when you sell physical products, there's plenty of cons. Profit margins are razor thin, 5 to 20% at most. Meaning, if you made $10,000, you would only keep $500 to $2,000 in profit, and that's before you pay taxes. Then there's the fact that competition is high. The market is saturated. Everybody is selling the same crappy AliExpress products, and you seriously hope to stand out? Then there's shipping issues, fraudulent refunds, angry customers. So it's not an easy business model, and it requires a lot of startup capital, at least $5,000 to $10,000 if you actually want a shot at making it successful, because you want to have enough capital to run some paid ads. And in the past, I tried dropshipping myself, but I only lost hundreds of hours of my time and thousands of dollars to only get a couple sales, so it wasn't worth it by any means. Now when you sell services or coaching offers, there's plenty of pros. Profit margins are high, up to 98% if you work on this without any team members, but even when you scale up, you will never drop below 60% profit margins. Consulting is also a booming industry. Experts predict that by 2033, it will be worth $495 billion, when in 2022, it was valued at $250 billion US dollars, so it's a big market. And then, because you charge high ticket prices, typically between $1,000 to $5,000, you only need a handful of customers to replace the income that you make with your day job and to go all in, and you can even make a living doing exactly what you love if you sell a coaching offer. So to give you a couple examples of offers that you could sell, you could help people to overcome divorcing and losing lots of money in their assets and literally destroying their relationship. It's an extremely powerful problem that you solve for people. Or like some of my customers, you could help people to get in shape. You could help businesses to generate more leads, like I was doing back in 2022, and like some of my clients are doing. So as long as you can identify a painful problem that you can solve for people, you can sell any type of offer. Now you may be wondering, okay, that sounds amazing, but how do we go about getting customers? The key pillar in our customer acquisition strategy is to make content, because you can try and send out cold emails all day long, but the open rate of cold emails is 1%. So if you wanted to get a couple replies, you could send cold emails all day long, but then it won't be the end of 2025 and you will still be broke, because in 2025 and the years to come, successful business owners make content, because content is literally free advertising. If you go on a website like Facebook or Instagram, you will be exposed to an ad. And what's an ad most of the time? It's just a video with some text. What is free social media content? Videos most of the time with a text. It's literally an ad, but most people are completely oblivious to it because they use social media from the perspective of a consumer, not of a producer. But I want you to remember the following quote: producers make money while consumers spend money. So if you want to make so much money in 2025, it feels illegal, you need to shift from being solely a consumer to being a producer. But then you don't want to just make any content and hope it's going to go viral or hope to get views and customers. You need to follow a precise strategy, a proven step-by-step process, which is exactly what I provide my customers with. And you don't need to be an expert or to have millions of followers to make this work. Even all the people that you look up to with millions of followers, they too started off with 0 subscribers originally. They had to work their way up to getting millions of subscribers. But sometimes millions of subscribers doesn't always mean you're wealthy. To give you an example, there was the case of this influencer, Ari or Ariana Renee, who couldn't even sell 36 t-shirts to her 2.6 million Instagram followers. Like honestly, if you cannot sell 36 t-shirts to 2.6 million followers, you're clearly doing something wrong. And that's why you can see big accounts making a lot less money than smaller accounts, just because the smaller accounts know how to monetize their viewers properly. But then the next step that comes after that is appointment setting. The goal is to book meetings with your ideal customers. You will be asking the prospect some questions, and if they're qualified for what you have to offer, if you can see that you can genuinely help this person to fix the problem that they have and to reach their goals, you want to make them an offer. I only ever make people an offer when I know my product can change their lives and when it's exactly what they need. But that's why every time somebody drops you a comment or a follow or they leave you their phone number, you want to recontact these people to understand why they left a like, why they commented on your video, why they show an interest in it. And you want to have a genuine conversation with these people to understand who they are, what they want, and if you can help them to get it. And if you can, you want to tell them to hop on a free call, and then on that call, you diagnose them. You see whether or not you can help them. You're like a doctor. You're not going to prescribe them something if you don't even know what they have in the first place, because that would be malpractice, and at some point you'd go to jail for it, because you'd probably end up killing someone. And if we do the math together, in order to make $10,000 per month, you would only need 10 clients at $1,000 or 5 customers at $2,000. Now compare that with dropshipping and having to sell hundreds of $50 products from AliExpress. Good luck, honestly, good luck. Now look, the only thing standing between you and making 10K per month with your business, it's the decision to commit to following the right proven step-by-step process. So if you are part of that minority of ambitious individuals who's committed to building a profitable business so you can become financially free, I invite you to check out the resources I will leave for you in the description below, or to directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you to build your business. And with that said, said, I'll be waiting for you on the other side.